Hello guys, today I'm gonna teach you the lesson 2.3 transversals and parallel lines. So a transversal is a line that intersects two coplanar lines at two different points. For example, in this figure, the transversal line is a line T, as you see over here, and the line T is this whole line. Okay, first of all, we are gonna talk about the exterior and interior. So as we can guess, the exterior is the outside while the interior is the inside. So the interior is over here between these two intersected lines, while the exterior is over here outside the lines. The interior is inside the intersected lines, while the exterior is outside the intersected lines. Okay, now we are gonna talk about the corresponding angles. Corresponding angles lie on the same side of the transversal and on the same sides of the intersected lines. For example, we have angle 1 and angle 5. Angle 5. As you see, angle 1 is at the left side of the intersected line. At the left side of the transversal line, while angle 5 is also at the left side of the transversal line. And it said that they should both be at the same side of the transversal line. So till here it's correct. Then they should be on the same side of the intersected lines. As you see, angle 1 is at the top of the intersected line, and angle 5 is also at the top of the intersected lines. So if we want to have another example, it's angle 2 and angle 6. As you see, they are both on the right side and on the top. Okay. The next angle we have is the same side interior angles. The same side interior angles lie on the same side of the transversal and between the intersected lines. Why should it be between the intersected lines? Because it's an interior angle, and as we know, an interior angle is in between the two intersected lines. So an example for this is angle 3 and angle 6. As you see, angle 3 and angle 6 are both at the right side of the transversal, and they are both between the intersected lines. So it's an same side interior angles. They are the same side interior angles. And another example for this is angle 4 and angle 5. As we see, they are both between the intersected lines and at the same side of the transversal line at the left side. Okay, now we have the alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles are non-adjacent angles that lie on opposite sides of the transversal between the intersected lines. An example for this one is angle 3 and angle 5. As we see, angle 3 and angle 5 are not at the same side of the transversal lines. they are at the opposite sides, and they are both between the intersected lines, which we say that's the interior one. So we can know it's an alternate interior angle. Another example for this one is angle 4 and angle 6. The last angles we are gonna talk about are the alternate exterior angles. So this is the first exterior angle we are gonna learn. And alternate exterior angles lie on opposite sides of the transversal and outside the intersected lines. An example is angle 1 and angle 7. Angle 1 and angle 7 lie on opposite sides of transversal and outside the intersected lines. For example, we can see they are both on the opposite sides of the transversal and outside the intersected lines. It's the same as the alternate interior, but it's at the outside of the two intersected lines, so we can call it exterior. Another example is angle 2 and angle 8. We can see it's the same over here. Okay, and then how can we find the measure of this? For example, an corresponding angle, we know that a corresponding angle is congruent. So our corresponding angle are congruent. Our same side interior angle is supplementary, so it's not congruent. An alternate interior angle is congruent, and alternate exterior angle is also congruent. So all of them are congruent instead of the same side interior angles. So that's it. Wait, we let's say this measure is 90 degrees. It's an example. So this one should also be 90 degrees because it's the vertical angles, and this one, the angle 8, should also be 90 degrees. Angle 5 should also be 90 degrees because they are all related to each other. So if we have angle 1, we can know angle 3 is 90 degrees, angle 5 is 90 degrees, and angle 8 is 90 degrees. Then if, for example, this angle 2, wait, let me erase this. If this angle 2 is 30 degrees, we can know the angle 4 is also 30 degrees because they are vertical angles, as we said. And if we can know the angle 4 is 30 degrees, then angle 6 is also 30 degrees. If angle 6 is 30 degrees, angle 7 is also 30 degrees. It's so simple. We can find all of the angles like this: 90 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree, and 90 degree. So that's the end of the lesson: transversal and parallel lines.